Welcome to Essential Contact for the 2nd of June 2020. These daily devotionals encouraging us to stay in contact with the Lord through His Word and remember our connections to one another by His Spirit. And in a moment I want to look at a verse from the reading that we had on Sunday. But before that, let me just ask, have you ever felt left out of something? Have you ever felt left out, or perhaps do you feel left out at the moment? Maybe in this time of lockdown, with use of social media being really intensified, you can feel left out when you see other people doing these Zoom things here or Facebook watch live house party thing there, and it seems others are having such fun and being so stimulated. Maybe in the past you remember the in-group at school and you wanted to be part of it. Maybe it was an activity group, or perhaps it is a group in your village, town or city, and you want to be part of that. We all want to feel that sense of belonging and stimulating relationship. In this day and age as well, we are bombarded with adverts. Become a member for this, a member of that. If you get membership to this, a membership to that, then you'll have fulfillment. Well, the Bible verse that we're looking at today, it speaks of membership, it speaks of citizenship in really the only thing you need to worry about being a member, a citizen of. Let's have a look. First of all, it's Ephesians 2, verse 12, and then Ephesians 2, verse 19. Paul's speaking to the Ephesians, and he says, "Remember that at that time you were separate from Christ, excluded from citizenship in Israel." They used to be so far away. God's salvation plan was through the Jews, through the promised Messiah. And these Ephesians living off in Turkey, not part of the Jewish people, they were very far away from God's salvation plan and excluded from citizenship amongst God's people. But then they have come to put their faith in Jesus Christ, uniting themselves with God's chosen King. And Paul says, verse 19, "Consequently, you're no longer foreigners and aliens, but fellow citizens with God's people." Through faith in Christ, they, and any of us who also put our faith in Christ, have become fellow citizens with God's people, belonging to the people of God, the people who will enjoy the new creation with Him for eternity. And once you're part of that, once you grasp God's amazing love for you that has enabled you to be part of that, and all the riches that come along with that, then actually you view membership of other things very differently. You can enjoy them for what they are and not get worried about, do I belong or not? Because you know that you already belong in the most important, most wonderful group that there ever has been or ever will be, the family of God, the Creator. And it brings us a new contentment. And you use the memberships with other things, yes, to enjoy them for their own sake and in service to the greatest goal of glorifying God and sharing the good news of what He's done. So, are you in Christ? Have you put your faith in Christ and become part of His people? If so, enjoy that and live it out. Be in this world, but not of it, and shine brightly for Him. Maybe you've not yet joined this most important group. Well, then come and put your faith in Christ. Praying that God will encourage and strengthen His people and add daily to our number those who are being saved.